I want to thank everyone so much for coming tonight. I know it's a really busy time of year, and it means a lot for all of you that came out to hear the speeches tonight. I'd also like to thank the other candidates. I think that we've provided a vibrant choice for the class of 2010, and I'm confident that whoever's selected will deliver an incredibly insightful and inspirational speech. The short speech that I can offer you tonight is based around two themes: fear and excitement. These two emotions help to describe not only how I feel personally about the valedictorian speech, but also the years that we've spent together and the years that are to come. So first, my feelings on this speech itself. I have to admit that it was with great hesitation that I threw my name into the hat for valedictorian. Part of me thought, how arrogant does someone have to be to say, I can speak for 400 people about the four of the most important years of their life? If you look at it in a different way, that's 1,600 individual lived years of experience. Looking at it this way, the candidate who's selected has 1 minute for every 100 years. And tonight we have to cover a little over 3 centuries in each minute. This role is indeed one with great responsibility, and for that reason, I can't help but be a bit fearful. However, I also find the thought of standing before the class of 2010, our friends, and our families on May 17th incredibly exciting. I'd love to be able to celebrate this community of scholars, social activists, athletes, actors, musicians, artists, student politicians, and student journalists. This is certainly not an exhaustive list of the activities with which we've been involved, but it does show the diversity of our class and the way that Mount Allison has allowed us to grow into ourselves as individuals. E.E. Cummings, the American poet, once wrote, "To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best night and day to make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight and never stop fighting." I want to celebrate the way that we've done this during our time here at Mount Allison. Second, I think that fear and excitement also characterize so many of the events that we've seen in our years together. Over the last years, we've witnessed the election of the first Black American president, Canada's apology to its First Nations peoples, and of course, a new Canadian record for the most gold medals won at the Olympic Winter Games, thanks to a stunning hockey victory against the US. Simultaneously here at Mount Allison, we've celebrated record-breaking fundraising from groups like Shinerama, countless theatrical productions, virtuosic graduate recitals from the music students, numerous athletes being named to all Canadian teams, and a students' union that, though not without some twists and turns, has served us behind the scenes throughout the time we've been here. Of course, not all events we've seen have inspired excitement. During our time here, we've also witnessed the outbreak of H1N1, an economic collapse, devastating earthquakes in Haiti and Chile, the fourth report from the International Panel on Climate Change confirming the environmental and humanitarian crisis at hand, and the proroguement of our own parliament not once, but twice. What's been amazing, however, is how so many students have responded to these defining issues of our day with direct action. As we focused the last 2 years around the issues of the environment and international engagement, students have been involved every step of the way, fundraising, protesting, and providing hands-on assistance. Indeed, this community has not only been shaped by society presidents, team captains, and brilliant artists, but by participants, fans, and spectators. Not only by credentials, but by the friends, colleagues, and professors that have lent unwavering support that often goes unnoticed. These connections that run under the surface are integral threads in the community fabric that has been woven over the last 4 years. Finally, where do we go from here, and what comes next? And here again I find myself both afraid and excited. I'm afraid because I don't want our action and our potential to stop. As we move from our cherished Mount A bubble into the real world, I fear that the remarkable diversity and individuality that has been cultivated here will be slowed as our student lifestyles end and we take on future responsibilities. But I'm also hopeful at the opposite possibility. We hear so often that these will have been the best 4 years of our lives. And while they've been exceptional, I hope that instead we can see them as a starting point for the future. I believe that Mount Allison has allowed us to grow into our own and to fight the fight of individuality that Cummings described. It is my hope that we may all continue to do just that as we leave this community, that we may use the skills and knowledge we've gained here to make a mark on the simultaneously exciting and frightening world that we're all a part of. I want to finish by saying that I know each of the other candidates and I'm confident that regardless of who is elected, there will be a moving and inspiring speech delivered by the valedictorian for Mount Allison's class of 2010. While I would see it as a great honor to be this person, I'm most excited about the event that will mark a celebration of what we've accomplished, inspiration for what's to come, and a time to say farewell. So please go out and vote tomorrow and the next day. Good luck with the papers, lab reports, and exams that are still left to come. And congratulations, we're nearly there. Thanks.